What's up everyone? I'm Max Dalton, and in this video I'll compare the JBL Flip 6 to the JBL Flip 5 to help you determine which JBL Bluetooth speaker is the best fit for you. While there are a lot of similarities between the two devices, there are some key differences that may cause you to lean toward a specific version of the popular portable Bluetooth speaker. And if you get to a point where you know which JBL speaker you want to purchase, I'll include Amazon links to each speaker in this video's description and pinned comment. First, let's look at the build and form factor of each device. While it's barely perceptible, the JBL Flip 5 does take up slightly more space than the JBL Flip 6. The Flip 5 checks in at a little over 7 inches long, just under 3 inches tall, and 2.7 inches deep. Alternatively, the Flip 6 measures in right at 7 inches long, 2.6 inches tall, and 2.8 inches deep. Both devices weigh the same at a little over 1 pound. Each speaker is wrapped in the same wire mesh, as is a trademark of JBL's portable Bluetooth speaker lineup. The wire mesh serves to both give the JBL Flip 5 and Flip 6 speakers good eye appeal and strengthen the exterior to provide extra protection and protect the internal components. Next, you'll find end caps sitting on the ends of both speakers, protecting the passive radiators. However, the end caps on the JBL Flip 5 feel like they are made more out of a hard plastic, and the end caps on the JBL Flip 6 feel more like silicone and have more give to them. While there's good protection offered by both, I can't help but feel like the end caps on the JBL Flip 6 would hold up better if dropped, while the end caps on the JBL Flip 5 will be prone to breaking or cracking. The only knock I have against the end caps on the JBL Flip 6 is that they do appear to be slightly shorter than the end caps on the Flip 5. The next area where JBL made minor changes is to the bar that runs along the back of the speaker. The bar along the JBL Flip 5 juts out and creates a noticeable bump on the outer part of the speaker. This was intentional, as that bar creates a resting point for the speaker that prevents it from rolling all over the place. With the Flip 6, JBL took a different approach, making the same bar that runs across the back of the speaker flat and level with the wire mesh, and adding a small stand directly beneath the bar for the speaker to rest on. And finally, the JBL Flip 5 sports an IPX7 rating, meaning that it's waterproof up to 3 feet, but not dust-proof. The JBL Flip 6, on the other hand, rocks an IP67 rating, meaning that it's waterproof up to 3 feet and offers complete protection from being affected by dust and other airborne particles. Now let's take a look at the button access on each device. The Flip 5 and the Flip 6 both sport the same sequence of 4 buttons built into the wire mesh and sitting toward the top back part of the device, complemented by 2 buttons built into the bar that runs along the back of each speaker. From left to right, both portable Bluetooth speakers feature Party Boost, Volume Down, Volume Up, and Play buttons across the top, and Power and Bluetooth buttons embedded into the bar that runs along the back. Next, let's do a sound comparison between the JBL Flip 6 and the JBL Flip 5 and discuss audio quality. For this sound comparison between the JBL Flip 6 and the JBL Flip 5, we'll listen to the same 30-second clip played at the same volume level through each device. And if you need a bigger sample size, I'll include a link to a longer sound comparison video between these speakers in this video's description and pinned comment. First, let's listen to the audio clip on the JBL Flip 5.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares. See me right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me?
Next, let's listen to the same audio clip played through the JBL Flip 6.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay
While both speakers boast a similar 20-watt woofer, JBL added a 10-watt tweeter to the Flip 6. This added output enables the Flip 6 to hit higher highs than the JBL Flip 5. The mid and low ranges on both speakers are comparable and clear, especially given the small package they're being delivered through. And as a result of the added tweeter, the Flip 6 can get just a little bit louder overall, but I wouldn't say I felt it was to a meaningful degree in my testing. Next, let's discuss power and ports. JBL didn't really make any sweeping changes in the area of power and ports. Both devices are powered through a USB-C port that lives in the same spot in the bar that runs along the back of the speaker. Both devices use a lithium-ion polymer 17.28 watt-hour battery that reaches a full charge in 2.5 hours and offers 12 hours of playback. The charging status of both devices can be found on the LED indicator that's located to the right of the Bluetooth button on the back of each speaker. Now let's talk about the ability to connect multiple JBL Bluetooth speakers together. The Party Boost button can be used to connect more than 100 JBL speakers together that also have the Party Boost feature. However, it should be noted that older JBL speakers use either the JBL Connect or JBL Connect Plus as the technology for connecting multiple speakers, and you can only connect JBL speakers together that use the same connecting technology. For example, because the JBL Flip 6 and JBL Charge 5 both use Party Boost, you can connect them together. However, because the JBL Flip 6 uses Party Boost and the JBL Flip 4 uses JBL Connect Plus, those speakers can't be connected together. Some other final things to take into consideration. Neither the JBL Flip 5 nor the JBL Flip 6 come with an AC adapter, and you'll just get a USB-C cable. Also, neither device includes a 3.5mm input, which is less of an issue than it would have been with previous iterations of the speaker, but still something to note if that's important to you. And the last item on the list that both devices are lacking is any sort of integration with a voice assistant, such as the Google Assistant or Apple's Siri. One thing you will want to factor in for consideration when buying is that the JBL Flip 6 sports Bluetooth 5.1, while the JBL Flip 5 only uses Bluetooth 4.2. This is important because it means the JBL Flip 5 must be within 45 feet of a connected device to play audio from that source. Alternatively, the Flip 6 has a range of roughly 120 feet within which it can stay connected to devices with a clear line of sight between them. In conclusion, and in my opinion, the only people who should really consider getting the JBL Flip 6 are the people who either require the extended connection range offered by Bluetooth 5.1 or the audiophiles who really care that the higher tones delivered by the JBL Flip 6 are just a little bit more clear than those coming through the Flip 5. If those aren't things that are important to you, then your best option is to save a few bucks by going with the Flip 5, especially since you can likely pick up the Flip 5 for under $100 at a healthy discount compared with the JBL Flip 6, which retails for around $130. At the end of the day, given the long list of similarities between the two speakers and the strong track record JBL has with rolling out quality speakers as part of its portable Bluetooth speaker lineup over a long period of time, you can't really go wrong with either of these devices. And again, if you think you've figured out which speaker is right for you, I'll include links to both on Amazon in this video's description and pinned comment. Let me know whether you're going to get the JBL Flip 5 or the JBL Flip 6 in the comments below. If you liked what you saw here, click the video links on the right side of the screen to check out another video. Or click the logo on the left side of the screen to check out my tutorial website at www.maxdalton.how.